We are live. Come. All right, all right. Shalom, shalom.
Mm.
We'd like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yahweh Shai,
Berkati Yahushua,
Call Haloim,
Orion,
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well in this truth. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Aquat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, that the lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shabab Mamuan back at you with another lesson with the brother Ashiar. And we want to talk about how faith could get you a long way, man. All right, because in this faith, Salaki, in this truth, faith is the main ingredients to things, man. All right. Without matter of fact, I started off with we get Hebrews 11:6. All right. Matter of fact, before we get into 11:6, I'm just going to read it from the top because we're going to get up in there anyway. All right. So it says 11:1, and it says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. All right. And, when you're in this truth, you're not going to be able to see the things that you want to really see, but that's why we got to have that faith. Okay. See, Jake is the type that they need to have something right in front of their face to believe it.
Right.
We don't need that, because faith was a gift that was given on to us. All right. Matter of fact, that's in what, Ephesians, right?
Right.
Yeah, if you can get that, Bubba Shaw.
Right.
And yeah, we gotta, Jake always gotta see something right in front of them to believe it. Like kind of like what's going on right now. All right, there's so much shit going on that people are starting to actually believe. But when we was first telling them and nothing was happening, they didn't believe a damn thing we were saying.
Right.
But now that these prophecies are happening right before their eyes, they're literally starting to believe everything that we've been saying. And people are starting to, you still got the 2/3 that don't want to really hearken, but a lot more people are listening and giving at least a thought of it, and that's a beautiful thing. But it's not enough. So go ahead. You got that, Bubba Kushaw?
Yeah, this Ephesians 2:8. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is a gift of Yahweh.
That's right. That was 9 too, right?
That was
the whole 8.
Yeah, verse 8.
Yeah, I think what's it say 9?
Not of works, lest any man should boast.
Okay. That's right. So like he said, read that one more time, Bubba Kushaw. It's a lot.
Yeah. Ephesians 2:8. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of Yahweh.
See, that's the gift of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. So if you have faith in this truth, man, it was given to you as a gift, because a lot of people don't believe, man. And that's the hardest thing that these people have, just believing in the name. Like we give them the name and they just like, they run away, because they never heard that name before. They never heard the way we preach this truth. They never heard it being taught like that. So they get scared, they run off, and that's where faith comes in. You got to have the faith that it is true. You got to have faith in the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh means he exists. So right off the rip, you got to have faith toward that name, and like I said, people hear the name Yahweh Shai, and they're just like, what is he talking about? I remember when I'm sure you yourself, even when you first heard it, you know, at first it didn't settle in right because we were still in that perverted and filthy ass mind of just straight bullshit doctrine. But as we started to read, because it tells you in the scriptures, blessed is he that readeth, and we started looking things on our own, we realized like, hey, this is for real, you know. Not only that, I don't know if it's the same for you, but you know, we all have testimonies where we all called upon the name Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and things came to life off of that,
Right.
you know.
Also,
And, go ahead.
no, you got it.
No, go ahead.
I want to say faith is a gift. You know, and as a brother was saying in that lesson, you know, when you give a gift, you give it to somebody you like. You know, you give it to somebody that you know you like, man. When you give a gift to somebody, you know, you like I say, you like them. So
That's
that
right.
shows the Heavenly Father, like you know, the elect. You know,
That's right. And
that's special though. You know, the Creator, liking you know, the elect, special.
that's right. And like you say, it's like when you like somebody, so it's Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai finding favor on us to give us that actual gift of faith. You know what I'm saying? Because we could have easily been, you know, casted away like the rest of these damn 2/3 that, you know, have no knowledge and understanding. And Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai could easily just put you to the side and say, I'm good. You know, I don't want you. You know, but he gave us that gift for us to believe, you know, which we all, I believe, every single one of us kind of already had some type of belief. We just didn't know how to believe in it. You know what I'm saying? We like it goes back to we all have that zeal, you know, but not with knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And because myself, I always thought, you know, I always knew there was a higher power and everything, and I knew what they were teaching us was straight bullshit. It didn't make no sense to me, you know. We just didn't know, you know, what was the true word, and the word came to us through the, you know, the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And once it hit us, it all made sense. And faith kicked in real quick, extra, you know. But let me get back to Hebrews 11:1, and it says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen, for by it the elders obtained a good report. All right, and that's a beautiful thing too, because that goes into I believe that's in Ecclesiasticus, Ecclesiasticus 10, 2 and 10. Can you get that, Baba Kushaw? I think that's where it says yeah, I think that's where it is. Ecclesiasticus 2 and 10, where it says that any of them been confounded.
All right.
You know, so by them saying that, for by the elders obtained a good report, for by it the elders obtained a good report. Yeah, every single, you know, person in the scriptures, all right, written in these scriptures, they all had great faith, and they all had a good report off of it. You know, they even went off at times, but through faith, you know, made things always good, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Sirach chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
exactly. Not one of them was ever confounded, all right. Each one of them put their full trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you know, and things always happened. Things always happened in their favor. Things always happened in a good with a good report. So that goes into them having that great faith, believing in these scriptures, believing in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, all right. Because what does it tell you in the scriptures? Everything that's written in his book is faithful and true, you know. So you got to have faith that was written in these scriptures. It is what it is. But it goes back to these damn people. They want to hear they want to hear lies. They want us to prophesy deceits. You know, they want us to preach them smooth things onto them when it's really not like that. And that shows a lot of lack of faith by you wanting to hear that the way they want it, you know, with that sweet little lullaby, and everybody's just like, oh man, I love everybody, you know, that's just false, man.
Right.
Go ahead. You got something?
It was like a little, it was a point off of that, but
Yeah.
basically, you know, um, well, dang, it just slipped my mind. But one thing I wanted to say was, notice how they didn't put faith in the gun or nothing like that.
They didn't put no faith in what?
I'm saying, notice how they didn't put faith in the gun and had their faith in the right place.
That's right. That's right.
Jake be like, I got my gun, I got my Glock. What you gonna do about it?
That's
Like,
right.
nigga, that's just a weapon. That's just a gun. Like, that can't live. It can't really protect you unless Lord allow it to. You know what I mean?
That's
Real
right.
quick, this is uh, this is Psalms. Which about the sword? Psalm chapter. Because remember, it goes down to trust as well. Faith go down to trust. Psalm chapter 44, verse 6.
That's right.
For I will not trust in my bow. Remember, faith. If you could pull up on the online etymology dictionary, remember screen sharing stuff.
Yeah.
If you could go on online etymology dictionary and just look up faith and see what it got for it. But yeah, it's a Psalm chapter 44, verse 6. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. So, and the bow and the sword is a weapon, bow, an arrow, a sword. Those are weapons.
Should I put it on entire screen or Chrome tab? Which one?
You put on. You can put try the middle one and then click that one.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, so a bow and a weapon, a sword, those are all weapons. And he was saying he won't put his trust in his bow, but in his sword. But who? Verse 7. But thou, who? YAHAWAH'S has saved us from our enemies, has put them to shame that hated us. And Yahweh, we boast all the day long and praise thy name forever. Salah. All right, so the Lord is the one that saved us from our enemies, man. Not no gun. All right, not no sword. Because look, let me just make this point real quick. People that have failed to us in the past, nations that the Lord fought for us with, all right, they all had weapons, they all had guns, and they fell. So, what about now? You gotta have faith in Yahweh. If you don't got faith in him, how do you think spiritual power is gonna come? Like it's gonna come by faith.
That's right.
Have faith. But Con, you got faith on there?
It's coming up, faith healer. I got faith on here though.
Okay, Con, just click that one right there.
Says faith. It says faithfulness to a trust or promise, loyalty to a person, honesty, truthfulness. All right, confidence, belief.
Yeah, there you go.
And all those is beautiful right there. Persuade, and that's how we are. Matter of fact, it goes down even more. It says assent of the mind to the truth of a statement for which there is an incomplete evidence. Whoo. That's going back into the Hebrews 11:1. Faith is the things of is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So it's about like you said, putting in that trust, having that trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, that everything that is written in these scriptures is it's going to be, the promises are going to be given to us, the things that are written there that are going to happen as a destruction to people and all that. Even having faith in the straight names, because we have faith through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, that those were the names. He led us in the right direction to get in, to get in the names through, the blue letter, which we know the blue letter goes off and all that, but through the spirit, brothers were led in the proper way to understand what was the name, doing the works and all that. And it's a beautiful thing for that. Right?
You have something?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep reading on Hebrews. So it says Hebrews 11:3. through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. All right. And we know through faith that you know, that Yahushai was the creator of everything, you know, first being Yahweh, but then he gave Yahushai his blueprint. And then from there on, Yahushai, you know, did everything. All right. Because when you go into John 1:1, it speaks about him being the word. All right. And it said, through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. So the word of the divine ones, the angels, you know, was Yahushai. He was there in the beginning. Matter of fact, let me just go into it real quick. John 1:1. John 1:1 says, in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, which was the angels, the divine ones, and the word was God. All right. The same was in the beginning with the powers. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. All right. And that's and that was Yahushua. The way you know even more is when you go down to 14, and it said, and the word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory of his as of the only begotten of the Father. All right. And the Father, everybody knows that he gave up what they say, his only begotten son. So that's how we know that we're talking about Yahushua. You know, that the Yahushua is considered the word. Not only that, it tells you in the scriptures that he come in the volume of the book, you know. So by knowing that, you know, that's all through faith, us believing that these scriptures is true. All right. You got Ephesians on you still or nah?
I get Ephesians.
Yeah, I got precept for 3 and 9. See what that says real quick. Oh, I got it written in there.
All right. This is 1 second. All right, this is Ephesians chapter 3 and verse 9. And to make all men see that which is that, and to make all men see what is the fellowship of the mystery, which from the beginning of the world hath been hidden Yahweh, who created all things by Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Ooh. I had that written in there. I was trying to remember what it said too. That was nice. I mean, so that tells you right there that everything was created by Yahushai.
Yeah.
You know, and that's beautiful. Okay. And let me just go on to 4 then. And it says, by faith, Abel offered unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, but which he obtained witness that he was righteous, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. All right. By faith, Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai had translated him. For before his translation, he had a testimony that he pleased Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. So we got Abel and we got Enoch that by faith, you know, Abel gave a better sacrifice. Enoch was, you know, put on chariots and he didn't see death, you know, because he pleased Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. So that's why they tell you in the second part, all right, that for by it that elders obtained the good report, as you seeing, because as you keep reading in 11, it tells you about how each one of them had a good report of faith, you know. So going into 6 is what I wanted to start off with before. It said, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai must believe that he is, right? Which that he is what? Yahweh. You understand? He exists. That's why the name is so important, you know? And if you ain't got faith in the names, you might as well hang it all up. You know, because that's one of the main things to have that name, you know, in that ancient Paleo Hebrew. That's crucial right there. That's key. So it said, it said, for he that cometh to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Oof. All right. You got a precept, brother?
Real quick, for me, quick little testimony and stuff. That the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, are very powerful, man. Cause one, I've seen it was a clip from the brother, the Great Millstone, brothers in San Francisco. All right, it was a demon that came up, looked like a nigga woman that had demons on her. She was
I
wild.
remember that one, yo.
Yeah.
When she was dancing and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, that was a beautiful testimony. Oh, man. Go ahead, keep speaking on it though.
And then, brothers started, they say how about shot they put curses on him, and that, after that, hey man, they were she calmed down like immediately.
Yo, word is
and the video, it didn't cut from one scene to the next. It was a straight whole video. You see everything.
That's right.
And also,
that's right.
For myself, sometimes, when I find thoughts and stuff getting to me, but let me get this quick precept real quick. This is Sirach chapter. Well, it's not really a chapter, but the prologue of the wisdom of says Jesus the son of Sirach says, for the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue, have not the same force in them. So, because brothers put up, brothers say curses, they know curses in the Hebrews, rebuke and things like that. Because the Hebrews are, the language of the Israelites, man. We have the Lashon Kodash, the holy language, the holy tongue. So basically, I found some rebukes and things like that put in the Hebrew, and you got to say Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, this and that, or for example, when I get thoughts and stuff coming to myself, one thing I learned was to say Iga Arka Shaitan, and I say, B'Hashem, B'Hashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, you could say that, and me personally, when I say that, them thoughts go away like that, them thoughts go away like real quick, man. Like I find myself 5 minutes later, I'm thinking about something I'm finna do when I get back to the house. They go away like that, man. Brother, another time a brother, I was fasting and the brother was, I was telling him how to, these food demons is trying to get to me. And then he said rebuke them. And I did, and I felt them go away. I ain't gonna lie though, I still kind of messed up because I was like, man, I'm gonna eat something. And I messed up. But they went away though. And the thing is, within all those rebukes, I said Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, and they all left. Brother was saying, the elder from well, I don't know if he's the elder, but a brother from Mississippi, Chazak, he was going to how, these demons and stuff, like they all gotta obey Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Put it like that.
That's right.
So yeah, man, that names definitely work. All right, you gotta have belief. You got to.
That's right. And like you said, we all have testimonies because just like when I told you, remember when I was telling you about how I came into this truth, I used to, smoke 100 damn blunts, fucking 200 packs of cigarettes. and for one day to another, the Wada Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah for Day of Atonement. Because from the Day of Atonement, all right, from one day to another, just like that, all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. I fasted that whole entire day, no drink, no food. And all I did was pray upon that name. And, before I was in the truth, I prayed upon all these other wicked ass names, to stop smoking, and it never worked. And I prayed upon Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. From one day to another, it was like I ever touched any type of smoke in my life. I ain't have not one urge, nothing, and that shows the power of that name. All right. Matter of fact, Proverbs 18:10, The name of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. All right. So that's how powerful that name is, man. That those that have that name, all right, they're actually gonna have a strong tower on their side. They're gonna always be, saved in good hands. Like the Allstate man says, "Are you in good hands?" All right. So we on that mode. We always in good hands, man, under that name. Matter of fact, Zephaniah 3:9 tells you what? For then I will turn to my people a pure language, So when you speaking in that Hebrew tongue, all right, that Lashawan Kadash, all right, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is listening to you. He listening to your prayers and everything. While you out there preaching all this other extra wicked names and shit, he not listening to anything you're saying. Your own prayers and abomination, basically, But that's how strong the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is. All right. So let me keep reading in Hebrews 7:11-7. By faith, Noah, being warned of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua things, all right, not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness, which is by faith. All right, and he moved by fear. Noah moved by fear, and that's how we moved ourselves, by fear. Because what does it tell you in scriptures? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So by us fearing Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, we were given wisdom for that, because we acknowledged that he was the true power, the true name, and having that faith in that name, that it was true. That's why we were able to receive this truth. We were able to receive knowledge and wisdom. All right, and we continue to keep being blessed, even in this wicked ass society that we are. And Lord willing, we are those men that gonna be part of that number and make it on them chariots, man, for having complete faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You got anything? I'll keep reading if you don't.
Let me read one real quick. I'm talking about faithfulness, things like that. There's another thing faithful means is loyalty. Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast on you into prison, that you may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
That's right.
Being faithful.
Being faithful. Death. Putting your trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Matter of fact, I'll jump back into Sirach 2, and I'll just start at the top. And it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, set thy heart aright, constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Yeah, cleave unto him, all right, meaning put your full trust in him, all right, your full faith, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased in thy last end. Yeah, because he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. All right, going back into that faith, putting your full trust in him, believing in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. See, so when you constantly are believing in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, all right, everything that's written in the scriptures that is promised to us is not going to fail us, man. And it says, ye that fear the Lord, hope for good. All right. Yeah. Going back into faith, hope. All right. The substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. All right. Hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. And that's what you got to have. See, faith comes into that point where you got to believe that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is literally dealing with you. You know, if you have a of that mindset where you just like, oh man, I don't think he's dealing with me and all that, man, you know, you can kind of play yourself out on that. You know, you can actually you're almost like allowing the wicked spirits to jump on you to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not having that faith that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is dealing with you. You know, even when I go through like rough times and things like that, I try to always just keep positive, and I just be like, man, I know Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua gonna deal with them. You know, he's gonna deal with this for me. You know, because what does he say? You know, he says, I shall fight for you. You know, and you shall hold your peace. So that's going back into that, having that faith with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, putting your full trust in him. All right. You got anything?
I don't have no precepts.
All right. Hold on real quick. Oh, matter of fact, I'm gonna keep reading. It says, I already read 10. I'm gonna skip down to 11. For the Lord Yahushua is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction. Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Yeah, because a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. All right. And it says, woe unto them that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. So when you, just like I was just saying, when you start to believe that you're not being dealt with, you know, you start thinking like that, you allow these demons to jump upon you, man, and then you pretty much play yourself out to the point where, you know what, Yahushua not going to defend you. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua not going to defend you in that time, because you're not putting that trust in them. All right. And then it says, woe unto them that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua shall visit you? That the fear of the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord Yahushua will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and he that love him, and they that love him, and shall be filled with the law. They that fear the Lord Yahushua will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord Yahushua, and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy. Oof. All right. So going back into like the brother was saying, you know, putting that trust, you know, because there's many different forms of faith. All right. Putting that trust, believing, you know, those are all forms of faith. All right. So let me go back to as a matter of fact, can you Bubba Shaw bring out James 2 and 21 around there? Actually, it's probably up more because that whole chapter is juicy. All right, because you know, even though it's about having faith, you got to have works with it too. You can't just have plain faith, all right, and not works. And having the works is, you know, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, all right, having that faith, and then going out, if you a man and you have this knowledge, going out there to teach this knowledge. All right, you can't just have all this knowledge and sit on your ass and not do nothing with it. You know, you have to push it out. All right. So hold that real quick. And it says this is 8, Hebrews 11 and 8. By faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for inheritance, obeyed, and he went out, not knowing whether he went. By faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. He looked for a city which had foundations, whose builder and maker is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right. Through faith, also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who had promised. Therefore sprang there even of one, and him as good as dead, so many as the stars of the sky in multitude, and as the sand which is by the seashore innumerable. These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. For they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country. And truly, if they had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have had opportunity to have returned. But now they desire a better country that is in heaven, that is in heavenly. Wherefore Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is not ashamed to be called their power, for he has prepared for this for the a city. All right. By faith, Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son. Ooh. Of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called. Now you can read that, because it's going to explain to you how Abraham had works. All right, go ahead. As a matter of fact, it's I think where you got it at? Who and where you trying to start from? Start from like I think it's like from like 7 down. Where's 7? Let me get it. Hold on, let me get it with you.
It's 17.
17?
Yeah.
17. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me get there with you. Yeah, start at 14.
All right. James 2 and 14. What doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith and have not works? Can faith save him? If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily foods, or daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be you warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth it profit? Even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead being alone. Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
Ooh. Right.
Thou,
yeah, read it to the end.
all right, thou believest that there is one power, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. Wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he had offered Isaac his son upon the altar?
See? Salakia. See, that's what I wanted to get. That was the point of right there, because he had faith, all right. But a lot of people try to say, well, Abraham had no works, but that was works. That was works by him trying to give up Isaac. You know what I'm saying, as an offer, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua stopped him at that moment. You know what I'm saying? But it tells you that faith without works is dead being alone. All right. It was also telling you that a man may say he has faith, but I have works, because that's what a lot of people don't understand, that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has works along with the faith, keeping these law, statutes, and commandments, all right, following what he's telling us in the scriptures to do, that alone is the work that you're putting in along, Salaki, along with your faith. All right. And then it said after that, the devils even tremble, because they have to move by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. So you have to have the actual works with it. All right. But go ahead. Keep going. You was on 22.
All right. 1 second. Yeah, James 2 and 22. Seest thou how faith wrought with his works, and by works was faith made perfect? And the scripture was fulfilled, which saith, Abraham believed Yahweh, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness, and he was called a friend of Yahweh. You see then how that by works a man is justified, and not by faith only.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise also was not Rahab the harlot justified by works, when she had received the messengers, and had sent them out another way? For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also.
Ooh, I love that chapter. I mean, so it's telling you straight up, plainly, you have to have the faith and you have to have works with it. When those two combine together, all right, it said, what did it say? Damn, I lost it. I just had it in my. Oh, it said, see, thou hast faith wrought with his works, and by works was faith made perfect. Yeah, because when you have them both together, your faith is made perfect, you know? And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua gonna give you that perfect charge, man. All right. So let me go back into Hebrews.
Quick precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
9, 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith or by yet believe shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders are sanctified for me from the beginning. So you want to be preserved from upcoming, Jacob's, the different, because peril means trouble. You want to be preserved from the troubles and things like that. That's coming in Jacob's trouble, man. You gotta have faith and works, So, the elect is gonna have that. So.
That's right. Bubba Shaw, give me Matthew 17 and 20. That boy, them crunches got him night. You gonna sleep like a bear today.
Can we read it?
Yeah.
Matthew 17 and 20. And Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief, verily I say unto you, if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
See, that's how beautiful faith is. All you need is a little bit of faith. Little 2 fingers worth. And you can move a whole mountain. And that's something that, look, our people so stiff-necked, they can't even put that much faith into something. They can't even give Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua this much faith. That's why a lot of these people in these last days is going to be done out here, man, in the worst kind of way. Because the door of repentance is open onto you now. All right. The elders, the apostles, the prophets, all right, we out here all day long giving you this word, all right, especially through the unicorn, man. The unicorn it ain't shut down yet, all right. This is open all day long through the firmament, all right. Don't matter what time, day, night, 3 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, you can hear this word whenever you want. So there's enough info going out letting you know what's the true word and the true doctrine, all right? And we still can't even find a little bit of faith to give to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. When we owe Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai a whole entire life, man, because we went off and we were doing some wicked shit, We went out and played the harlot, Israel completely played the harlot, and they still playing the damn harlot, taking on other gods and taking on different names and all that shit. All right. But that's a beautiful scripture to tell you that you only need the grain of a mustard seed, man, of faith to move a mountain. That's why, like the brother said earlier, we're gonna have spiritual power off of faith. Imagine we're gonna be in a tough time, in a rough time, and all we thinking in the back of our head is just straight faith, knowing that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua about to give us some unlocked power right now. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, you throwing 100 people through like the sky and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful, man. And Lord willing, we get to experience that in that day, man. All right. Let me get real quick. Second Ezra 6:28. Second Ezra 6:28 reads. One more page, my bad. And it says, let me do it at 26. And it says, matter of fact, 25. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of the world. All right. And the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth, and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall overcome, and the truth which has been without Salakia, and the truth which has been so long without fruit shall be declared. All right, and that's all through faith. It tells you faith is gonna flourish. All right, corruption is just gonna be put out with ease, and faith, everything is going to win through faith alone. Well, not through faith alone, but with the works too. But faith is gonna conquer everything, man. All right. Matter of fact, let me get Salakia. Yeah, there it is. 2 Corinthians 5:7. If you want, grab Hebrews 10:22. What did I just say? 2 Corinthians. This was it. This is 2 Corinthians 5:7. It says, "For we walk by faith, not by sight. We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be presented with the Lord Yahawashi. Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of him. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahushua Mashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he has done, whether it be good or bad. Knowing therefore through the terror of the Lord we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciences. All right. So going back into that faith. All right. And that's how the elect walks in. We walk by faith and not by sight. All right. We don't worry about what's going on physically. What these damn devils is putting out, how these devils are moving. All right. With all the shit that's going on right now and all the news that's being put out, it's a lot of crazy ass news out there right now, man. But see, we laugh in that time. We don't get scared. We don't worry about that. We don't. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua didn't give us the spirit of fear. So we just always continue what? We continue with the faith. All right. We have to fight the good fight of faith constantly. All right. Enduring as a good soldier of Yahushua. And as long as we stay in that state of mind, we're gonna always conquer things, man, because we don't have a worry. The only thing we worry and fear is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You're not supposed to fear anything else other than that. Go ahead, bring out that precept, though.
Yeah, this is Hebrews 10:22. Let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water.
Ooh. So it's telling you to, keeping it basically like I just read, walk in faith. Constantly walk in faith and not by sight. Have your conscience full of it's crazy because I was actually having a conversation with with Shorty, and I was telling her like how the mind works, you know, because as long as you stay with positive thoughts and continually, you know, even if times is rough and there's something wicked going on, if you keep that state of mind positive, all right, with faith in there, you know, nothing could really break you down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the more you continue to stay like that in that conscience of righteousness and walking in that faith, when things are bad, it'll bother you for a little bit, but you get over it, you conquer it. It's almost like when you fast. You know what I'm saying? When you fast, you can kill the flesh so quick of the fleshly things of you know, the lust of the fleshly things. So it's the same thing with faith and you having that state of mind. That the more you constantly walk in that state of mind with faith and always thinking about it, all right, nothing gonna break you down. Even when shit hits the fan, man, it might hit you for like 2 seconds and that's it. After that, it's gone. Because you always relate back to that faith and say, you know what? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua got me. You know, I'm gonna put my trust in him. I'm gonna cast my burdens upon the Lord. You know, you got to put off those what does it say in Ezra's? Put off the weak nature, let go of the mortal thoughts. You know, go ahead. You got something? You got something?
Mm-mm.
All right, so let me get if you want, grab First Peter's 1:7. I'll go back to Hebrews. Go back to Hebrews 11 and 12, and it says, therefore sprang there even it's like at 13. These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. For they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country, and truly if it had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have had the opportunity to have returned. But now they desire a better country that is in heavenly. Wherefore Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is not ashamed to be called their power, for he has prepared for a city. The faith Abraham, by faith Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he had received the promises, offered up his only begotten son, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called, accounting that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence also he received him in a figure. By faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning the things to come. By faith Jacob, when he was a dying, blessed both the sons of Joseph and worshiped leaning upon the top of his staff. By faith Joseph, when he died, made mention of the departing of the children of Israel, and gave commandment concerning his bones. And gave commandment concerning his bones. By faith Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents, because they saw he was a proper child, and they not afraid of the king's commandment. By faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season, esteeming the reproach of Yahushua Mashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. By faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for endured as seeing him who is invisible. All right. Through faith he kept the Passover and the sprinkling of blood, lest he that destroyed the firstborn should touch him. By faith they passed through the Red Sea as by dry land, which the Egyptians essaying to do were drowned. By faith the walls of Jericho fell down after they were compassed about 7 days. By faith the harlot Rahab perished not with them that believed not when she had received the spies with peace. All right, so it keeps going into each account of how they all have faith. And going back to how we said in the beginning, none of these were confounded, man. All right, each and one of these made it through because of their faith. What was that scripture you had?
Yes, 1 Peter 1, starting verse 7. The trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found in the praise and honor and glory at the appearing of YAHAWAH'S HaMashiach.
See, just read that again one more time from the top.
Yeah, the trial, 2 Peter 1:7, the trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried.
Yeah, let me stop right there. That's what I wanted. See, the trial of your faith is more precious than what? It said gold?
Yeah, gold that perisheth.
Yeah, see? That's how precious this faith is, man. Going back to what we had said earlier, it's a gift given unto you. So if it's given unto you to have that faith, you got to cherish that, man. You got to hold on to that. Hold on to that real tight and don't let go of that. That's why you a fool if you know this truth and you go back into the world, man. All right, because you were in the beginning, you were given this faith. All right, and by you going back into the world, you know, you lose that. You lose that spirit. You lose that Holy Ghost. You know, you lose the faith. You lose the names. That's horrible, man. To lose all that. You know, when you have that, you like we had that one video. Remember when we was talking about how we high valued men off of that? You know what I'm saying? By having this knowledge and this wisdom, man. So imagine you being a high valued man today, and tomorrow you wake up a piece of shit. That's just, oh man, that would suck. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, read that one more time for me, bro. So that was beautiful.
Yeah, 1 Peter 1:7. The trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found in the praise and honor and glory at the appearing of YAHAWAH'S HaMashiach.
Exactly, man. And the appearing of YAHAWAH'S HaMashiach, man. So when Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua cracked the clouds, man, he gonna remember all the faith that we have for him. You know, and that's why we're gonna be saved. Lord willing, we are those men. You know, we're gonna be saved with and it's gonna be a lot of ease on us, man. Oh man, we're gonna be crying on them chariots if we make it up. You know, through the tribulations that we're going through now, through the suffering we're going through now, the patience, because patience is suffering, you know, that is gonna be beautiful when we go through that. Let me get Habakkuk 2:4. If you want, get Acts 3:16. This is Habakkuk 2:4. And it says, behold, the soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. All right. So going back to how, you know, we're going to walk in faith and not by sight. All right. We're going to constantly be in that state of mind of just having faith. All right. What you got?
It's Acts 3:16. And his name through faith, and his name hath made this man strong, whom ye see and know, yea, the faith which is by him hath given him this perfect soundness in the presence of you all.
So by faith, you know, we hey man, it just like the title. With faith, you get a long way in this truth, man. All right, you go a long way. All right, grab it says you right there in Acts, grab 15:9. I'm gonna go to Matthew's and look, like I'll give you another account of faith. All right, look at when what was their name? Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, when they were put in the furnace, you know, they were literally put in a burning furnace, and they had faith in YAHAWAH'S Mashiach, and YAHAWAH'S was right with them inside that big furnace, man. Not one hair on their body was touched Not one hair was burned. They didn't even come out with the smell of smoke. All because they put their trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua at the moment. You know, these are accounts that are throughout the scriptures. So many different types of accounts that were all through faith. Look at Samson. All right, they done took both of his eyes out. You know, he had messed up and gave, you know, the secret onto, what was her name? Delilah, right? All right. And you know, he pretty much gave up his little secret, all right, and it backfired on him. But you know what? At the end, he still had that faith towards Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and he was given that strength at the end to what? Knock down the buildings, man. You know what I'm saying? Knock down them pillars. There's so many different type of accounts in the scriptures, man, of continuous faith. All right, go ahead.
Acts 15:9. But no difference between us and them, purifying their hearts by faith.
Exactly. You should read it one more time.
Yeah, Acts 15:9. And put no difference between us and them, purifying their hearts by faith.
Yeah, we put no. You can't put a difference between us and them, man, because we constantly in faith, all right, and these other ones ain't in faith at all. So you can't even compare us to them. All right, let me get Matthew. Lock you. I'm about to be closing it out. I know you. Let me get 8 and 10. Matthew 8 and 10, and it says, when Yahushua heard it, he marveled and said to them that followed, verily I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. All right. And that was talking about what was that about? What was this at? This is what I think, yeah, this is when he was doing those the miracles, you know, and it was all about all the faith that each of one of them were having towards Yahushua when he was doing all the miracles. So he was performing all types of beautiful miracles because they believed. All right. 26 says, this is when he was rebuking, because I'm right here in the same chapter. This is when he was rebuking the winds, you know, when they were on the boat, you know, and what did he tell them? He said, I'll read it real quick at 23, and it said, and when he was entered into the ship, his disciples followed him, and behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, and so much that the ship was covered with the waves, but he was asleep. And his disciples came to him and awoke, saying, Lord, Yahushua, save us, we perish. And he saith unto them, why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? Then he arose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. But the men marveled, saying that what manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him? So they were all bugged out, all right? And he told them, why y'all even worried about it? You know, because it goes back to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua didn't give us the spirit of fear. What you fearing for? You have little faith, he asked them. All right. And then he calmed everything down. And then they were just like marveled at it after that, you know, and that goes to show you when you have faith, all right, the beautiful things that's going to happen with the marvelous works that Yahushua did. All right. Because in these days, man, we're going to have power just like Yahushua did, even greater. And that's going to come by like what the brother was saying earlier. It's going to come off of us having that faith. So imagine, man, imagine the things that we're going to do out here in these last days, man. Let me get Matthew 9 and 2. 9 and 2. Right here. And it says, and I'll start at 1. And he entered into a ship and passed over and came into his own city. And behold, they brought him to a man sick of palsy, lying on lying on a bed. And Yahushua Mashiach, seeing their faith, said unto the sick of palsy, Son, be of good cheer, thy sins be forgiven thee. All right. So going into that faith again. All right. He forgave them for their sins. Going into I believe there's 22 in here. In that same chapter. 22. Yeah. 22. It says, I'll start at 20. And behold, a woman which was diseased with an issue of blood 12 years came behind him and touched the hem of his garment. For she said within herself, if I may but touch his garment, I shall be whole. But Yahushua turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, Daughter, be of good comfort, thy faith has made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour. All right. So she just touched the hem of his garment. All right. And was made whole after that from just believing. And honestly, when you look at that in a spiritual sense, all right, that's also talking about Israel, because Israel is considered as a delicate woman. All right. And it also tells you in the scriptures that we were all sick. We were all made our whole head was sick, you know, because of us being in the wickedness that we were in. We were pretty much sick in the head. So this woman, all right, that's sick, all right, basically you could look at it as the sense of Israel being sick, all right. And if we just touch the hem of his garment, all right, if we could just grab what do you call it, if we could just grasp onto the word of Yahushua, all right, we're going to be made whole too for having that faith in Yahushua. So it's the same thing, you know, in a spiritual sense. She was made whole by just touching his garment and having faith in him. So we the same way, because we are that sick woman, all right? So if we put our mind and faith in Yahushua, we're going to be made whole off of that, all right? So what you got, Acts?
Yeah.
What you have? You was on what, 15, right?
You said what?
You was on 15, right? Or did I have you on 316?
No, I read both of them.
Oh, all right, cool. So just grab 26 and 18. And I'll just I'll finish it off with Hebrews.
All right. Acts 26 and 18. To open their eyes and to turn them from darkness to light, and from the power of Satan unto Yahweh, that they may receive forgiveness of sins and inheritance among them which are sanctified by faith that is in me.
Exactly. Being sanctified by faith. That's how important faith is in this truth. All right. So let me get into let me go to 32, Hebrews 11 and 32. And it says, and what shall I say more? And what shall I more say? For the time would fail me to tell, Salakia. Let me read that again. For the time would fail me to tell of Gideon and of Barak and of Samson and of, God, you say his name, Jeff, of David, also and Samuel, and of the prophets, who through faith subdued kingdoms, wrought righteousness, obtained promises, stopped the mouths of lions, quenched the violence of fire, escaped the edge of the sword, out of weakness were made strong, waxed valiant in fight, turned to flight, and armies of the aliens. Women received their dead, raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance, that might obtain a better resurrection. And others had trial of cruel mockings and scourgings, yea, moreover of bonds and imprisonment. They were stoned, they were sawn asunder, were tempted, were slain with the sword. They wandered about in sheepskins and goatskins, being destitute, afflicted, and tormented, of whom the world was not worthy. They wandered in deserts and in mountains and in dens and caves of the earth. And these all have obtained a good report through faith, received not the promise. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua having provided some better thing for us, that they without us should not be made perfect. All right. So once again, all these accounts that were in Hebrews 11, they all had a good report because of faith. All right. And I'm gonna go into the next chapter just a little bit into it and then end it right there. And it says, this is 12:1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily beset us, and let us run with patience into the race that is set before us, looking unto Yahweh Shai, that the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right. And that's all going into that because of that faith, man. He's the author of the finisher of our faith. All right. And if we continue to believe and fight the good fight of faith, all right, we're gonna be beamed up in them chariots. We're gonna conquer death. And hey, that's gonna be a beautiful day. You know, it's gonna go from being in a shitty surrounding of environment and all that to we gonna be in the kingdom, you know, enjoying it with Yahweh Shai Mashiach. All right, and the rest of the brothers and the sisters that's in this truth. All right, so that was pretty much the point. You got anything to say, brother? All right, so you know we're gonna end it off on that note. Lord willing, it was edifying. All right, and yeah, you know, keep enduring in the faith and keep pushing. Don't let that faith run out, man. All right, so with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Oh Haloyim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekak Dash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well in this truth. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that was scattered abroad. Till next time, Shalom. Keep enduring.
Shalom.
Shalom. I'm gonna hit you up right now, real quick.